Wake up.
Well, unless you brought some decent food for me to eat, or better yet, that you can guarantee that Tomas Delgado is going to spend the rest of his life behind bars, you can go.
Oh, shoot, I forgot that cheese sandwich I made for you. Oh, well, I think I'll ask you some questions anyway.
You're going to ask me questions? I'm the victim. Why would you ask me questions?
Marty, what are you getting at? Natalie didn't have another man's baby. She had John's.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, could this be true? This is not possible. That's not possible. John isn't your father. Brody is.
You're under arrest.
Again? You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, I'm dead serious.
Then why the hell did you marry my sister?
Why else? The money.
Writer's Trust Fund?
No, not Jessica's money. Your money, Joey. Haven't you figured it out by now? I'm after the Buchanan fortune.
What?
What, do you think this was some sort of a charity thing to help Jessica out? No, I married your crazy sister so that I could get your family's billions. Sorry, Aubrey, but the jig's up.
Ooh, Officer Lovett. Look at you trying to do your macho cop thing. You want to tell me what you're arresting me for?
Gladly. I'm taking you in for attempted murder. You have a visitor.
I'm not expecting anybody.
Why do killers always get the hot ones?
Wasn't that my sister? The lawyer?
Nope. It's me.
Marty. What are you doing in John's room?
I think the better question is, what are you doing here? I told you, John belongs to me.
Marty's crazy, right? I mean, we can't just listen to what she has to say, right? Why am I listening to this? Because I have to. I have to.
What is this? Natalie's original paternity test. John McBain is the baby's father.
You told me the paternity test showed it was Brody Lovett. I thought that was the reason John left Natalie.
And I knew John would leave her if he thought the baby was Brody's. What was I supposed to do? Let Natalie and John live happily ever after?
No, this can't be true. Yeah? Who did I attempt to kill?
Your husband, Robert Ford.
I didn't try and kill him.
You attacked him with a blunt object and left him for dead.
Yeah, but it wasn't on purpose, okay? It just happened.
Tell it to the judge.
Anyways, Bobby's not my husband anymore, okay? He's my ex-husband. I married Cutter. You can call me Tess Wentworth.
Am I supposed to be impressed? You only married that guy to keep you out of St. Anne's.
So I don't care who I'm married to as long as I'm not Mrs. Brody Lovett.
What is your brother talking about, Aubrey?
I have no idea.
Really? Okay, because he just said the jig is up. What jig? And what does his marriage to my sister, or I'm sorry, one of her alters, have to do with you?
Cutter, I don't know why you're saying all of these things. Stop talking nonsense.
What's nonsense? I'm using Jessica. I'm taking advantage of her insanity to get your family's money.
What kind of person are you?
Ask her.
Enough wasting time. You're coming with me.
No, I'm not going to some stinking rat-infested lockup.
Should have thought of that before you tried to kill someone.
I'm glad you came. Didn't know if I'd ever see you again.
I didn't know either, but I needed to talk to you.
I hope this means you still trust me.
I chose to trust you the other night at Capricorn. And if the phone hadn't rung, I probably would have given in to you right there on the piano.
That thought crossed my mind too.
But then Todd woke up. Said that he saw you in the window when he was shot. So that changed everything.
Maybe not. What if,
If what?
do you believe Todd?
I'm questioning you because you are the victim.
I think your time would be better spent questioning the guy who shot me, Tomas Delgado, rather than wasting my time.
Well, you don't look real busy, and I've already talked to Delgado.
Oh, yeah? Let me guess, he didn't admit to anything. That's a big surprise. I'm gonna tell you this one more time, John. The guy shot me. I saw him in the window. I don't know what else I can tell you.
You can tell me about this.
I'm sorry. I was looking for John McBain's room. I didn't realize I walked into the Twilight Zone by mistake.
It's not a joke, Kelly. We need to get a few things straight.
Does John know you're here? Or do you just let yourself in here whenever you feel like it?
You're the one who just waltzed in here like you own the place.
I was invited.
Apparently, I didn't make myself clear in your office. I am with John now.
Not you. Maybe this is just one of Marty's revenge fantasies, something that she wishes she had done, right? Okay, let's find out.
I think we may be blending some incidents, Marty.
Even she thinks you're crazy.
You took a copy of Natalie's paternity test from the lab. That's right. You used it as leverage with Natalie. You said you tortured Natalie by threatening to tell John.
Correct.
You could only do that if the test said Brody Lovett was the father.
It did. Eventually.
What did you do?
Tell me what you did, Marty.
You may want to sit down. I lost! I lost! When Cole went to prison, I lost everything. I lost my son. I just lost the baby that I was supposed to have with John. And I lost John. I lost John to Natalie. And then Natalie, well, they get back together. And then I find out Natalie's pregnant. Natalie's back with John and she's having the baby that I should have had with him. Her life was perfect.
Couldn't have that, could you?
Oh gosh, I was so happy for the Brody, Jessica. But see, then I could tell there was something up with Brody and Natalie, and I figured out that they slept together. And then I saw that Natalie had the paternity test. I promise you, I was just curious at first. I went to the lab when it was closed, even though I ran into that little guy that works for Cliff Buchanan. I found it, and I printed it out. And there it was. Proof. Picture perfect. Baby was John's. Natalie had everything. Happy ending. She had my life. See, my fingers were on the keyboard, and before I even realized it, opened the file, deleted, and replaced. And I was done. No going back.
You changed Natalie's lab results? You altered her medical records?
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's true. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Marty changed the test. That bad, evil person. I mean, not only did she change the test, but she tortured me for months with a test that she made up. Well, at least now we know. This wasn't just another one of Marty's crazy rants. It's true, she really did break me and John up. That wasn't a lie.
To be honest, Marty, I really didn't understand what you said to me at my office because a lot of it didn't make any sense.
Really? Like what?
Well, you claim to be responsible for breaking up John and Natalie, which everyone knows isn't true. And you also said that John was wanting to be with you and not me. And I just, I figured that he'd have something to say about that.
I'm sure he does.
And since he invited me to dinner and not you, I think he has made his choice.
Oh, Kelly, I feel for you.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I know what you're going through. I've seen it in a lot of my patients. It's a form of sexual addiction.
You're serious?
I know you might think that's a joke, but sex is as much of an addiction as drugs and alcohol. It can be. And denial and delusion are part of the pathology.
Really?
Yeah, it pains me. It pains me to see you continue to delude yourself about John's interest in you. How many times do I have to tell you before it sinks in? Okay? Okay. John was only with you to get back at Natalie. Now that's over, he's come back to me. You need to accept that for the sake of your own mental health.
That sadistic nut job changed the test. She did all of this just to torture me because I was happy with your daddy. Your daddy. It's true. I mean, I know Roxy said that you always looked like Brody, but I never thought that. I always thought that you looked like John. I just thought that it was wishful thinking. But honey, it's true. It's true. You're ours. John's and mine. Oh, we gotta go, sweetie. We gotta tell your daddy the news. Oh.
And what is this?
You tell me.
I don't know what to think, all right? All I know is Todd wakes up from a coma after somebody tries to kill him. He says he remembers looking up and seeing you in a window where the shots were fired. Now, why would Todd lie about that?
Are you serious? Do I really need to spell out the reasons? Blair, you know Todd better than almost anyone. You know what kind of person he is.
I can't believe this. I welcomed you into my family, into my home.
Yeah, of course you did. I'm a con man. It's my job to gain your confidence. But I've been after your family's fortune ever since I got here.
What do you mean since you got here?
Didn't you think it was a little strange, Aubrey's brother showing up right after she got engaged to some billionaire's son?
I assumed you were here for your sister.
Really? And you didn't wonder why this globe-trotting party boy was sticking around this podunk little town? Why I was so keen on helping out with Operation Bring Jessica Back Out?
I suppose that's because I was mistaken in thinking that you were actually a decent human being.
Joey, come on. How gullible can you be? Tess was just another way in.
But another way?
Cutter, please, don't do this.
You're bluffing. There's no way White Knight Brody Lovett would ever put his precious Jessica in the slammer.
Well, like you keep telling me, you're not Jessica. So frankly, I don't care what happens to you.
Well, Jessica's in here somewhere. I mean, this is her body, and I don't think that you want your former fiance in with a whole bunch of junkies, hookers, and pervs. Now, do ya?
This isn't a bluff. Jessica won't spend 5 minutes in jail. She comes out, she goes home. But you end up in a cage either way.
You wouldn't risk it.
I mean, I like it. That's the only way to get Jessica back. I'm gonna do it.
You're not putting those on me.
Well, I told you I wasn't messing around. And now maybe you're gonna believe me. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Bastard, you're hurting me!
Stop resisting! You're only making things harder for yourself. Besides, this is your own fault.
It's my fault you're a sadist.
You think I want this? You forced me into it!
I forced you! You made this happen, damn it!
Cutter, you need to stop this, okay? It's bad enough that you married Tess. Why are you saying all these awful things?
Because the moment of truth is upon us.
I have to talk some sense into my brother here. Would you mind? I'm sorry.
Do not leave this house.
I'm not going anywhere.
What the hell are you doing? You are gonna destroy everything.
You destroyed everything when you decided to take that baby home with Joey and play house. Tell me, Aubrey, how do I fit into that situation? That's what I thought. So I'm done. No more games. I'm bringing everything out into the open.
No, Carter, please, you can't do this.
I'm sorry, baby. It's already done. And if you're the woman that I think you are, the woman I love, you'll do it with me. Think about it. Think about how great it'll look on their faces when we tell them the truth.
No,
and then,
Carter,
and then,
please.
and then when they ask for Jessica back, we can ask for whatever we want. We can ask for $10 million. We can ask for $50 million. Hell, they'll have to sell the company. They'll do it for her. We can turn, walk away, and never look back. It's more than we ever dreamed about. Now tell me you're with me on this one.
You know, you're right. Yeah, I know all too well what Todd's capable of. But what I don't know is what you're capable of. Because I don't know you.
You know me better than you think.
Bull! God, I promised I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't get involved with a complicated, dangerous man again. I swore that Eli would be the last psycho in my life.
Blair. Blair, look at me. Look at me. Is that who you think I am? Is that who you think I am? Because if it is, then I would understand if you just walked away right now and you never came back.
Blair and Kelly found this hidden inside your desk.
Sean, did you ransack my desk without a warrant?
Oh, I don't think your ex-wife needs a warrant to find something by accident.
How convenient for you.
So what are you doing with an encrypted file?
Shouldn't you be trying to track down Tomas Delgado and put him away?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. Delgado also had a hidden file, and like you, he had a picture of you with your old face. That's quite a coincidence, don't you think?
Are you running an investigation or a scavenger hunt?
We ran Delgado's prints through the system. All we got back was an encrypted CIA file. Meanwhile, this document itself is so encrypted, even the guys at the FBI couldn't decipher it.
That is fascinating. Can't wait for the movie. Meanwhile, what connection does Tomas Delgado's spy game crap have with some old laundry list he found on my desk?
He's hiding something, and so are you.
Thank you for the free therapy session, Marty. I need to get dinner going.
Dinner.
So if you don't...
I made dinner for John, too. But of course you know that because he blew you off to have dinner with me. Yeah. And you can't stand that, can you? You can't stand that John and I are back together. We're taking it slow, though, you know, because that's what people do. That love each other, have history.
I know that you and John have history.
Ah, and that means something to you?
Of course it does.
Then why'd you throw yourself at him in his office? Call me a bitch to his face?
You heard him.
I did, I heard you. Making fun of me, belittling me. Yeah, but you know what, John, he's just too nice to kick you out. He's too nice to tell you to your face that he's done with you, that he doesn't want you anymore. But not too nice.
Marty,
so
I know that you are
am
upset.
telling you that John is done with Natalie. John is done with Kelly. Because John's with me. Okay. So, now, you need to go. You need to go and get out of his life.
Okay, no. How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna tell John that he's your daddy? Should I call him? No, this has to be done in person, right? Oh, honey, it's okay. Here. Let me get you that seal that you like. Brody got it for you. Brody. God. I know. What are we gonna do about Brody?
I'm only here because you boinked your fiance's sister. By the way, thanks a lot. Couldn't have done it without you.
Jessica knows it's more complicated than that.
Really? Then where is she?
I'll get her back.
What for, Brody? Why do you care whether or not I marry Ford or Cutter or Elvis? You have Natalie, and you two two are getting really cozy these days, you know, moving in together with a little bundle of joy. Up late at night with Natalie's flimsy nightgown falling open. Oh, face it, Brody. You want Natalie. Because that fantasy where you have a family with Jessica, that's over.
It's not over, and it's not a fantasy.
No? You get the recast version with Natalie, okay? John doesn't want her, so take her and the kid, but leave me alone.
I don't love Natalie. I love Jessica.
Don't you get it, officer? Jessica's gone. She's not coming back.
Oh, God, Brody. Liam, how are we gonna tell him that you're not his son after all? This is... I know. This is gonna kill him. I mean, he just lost your Aunt Jessica for now. And I know. Come here. God only knows how long that's gonna be before he can get her back. We're all he has.
You broke my nail.
You said all this before, Tess. How Jessica's never coming back. But in the end, she always does. You never win.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
This isn't it. Jessica will come back. I know it because I will never give up on her.
Oh, why not? Why not? All you ever wanted was the kid. You know, the whole family thing. Isn't that what you told Jessica?
How would you know
I
what I...
heard the sweet nothings you whispered in her ear. Remember when you first came on the scene? Jess, Bess, and me were all integrated for a little bit, and we all heard how you were so troubled after you killed that kid, and all you ever wanted after that was to be a dad.
You don't know anything about me.
Which is why you lost your marbles when you had to give up Shane, and you suited up, and you went up in the mountain, and you shot Rex, which was awesome. But all of that was to replace the kid that you killed, which is all you ever really wanted from Jessica.
That's not true.
Really? Then how come you've moved on with Natalie and the little Bambino, okay? Why can't you just be happy with that? Because, let's face it, there is no other possible happy ending here.
Except for the one where Jessica comes back, and she will.
Even if, God forbid, Jessica does come back, Ryder's still Ford's, not yours. So your problems would only be beginning.
No.
No.
No, I can't do what you're asking. I won't go away with you, and I won't use Jessica to blackmail Clint, and neither will you.
What are you talking about? What about all the time we've wasted here?
Well, just walk away if you have to, okay? But please don't do this to Joey and his family, please.
I was right. You fell for the mark. This whole you,
Cutter,
Joey, and the baby makes three thing. Is what you really want?
I'm sorry.
So this is it. You're cutting me out. This is really the life you want? How about when Joey finds out the real reason behind why you hooked up with
Please, you
him in the
can't
first
tell him. Please, 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 please. He cannot know that we're not brother and sister. He can't know that I was part of any of this. Please, if you ever care to pin me at all, you will do this for me, please.
What's going on?
I don't know what to think, you know? I feel this unbelievably strong connection with you. What am I supposed to dismiss everything that the father of my children tells me?
Blair, give me your hand. I know you've been hurt, and I know how hard it must be for you to believe anything that I have to say or to trust your own instincts. I did not shoot Todd. That is the absolute truth.
Why would he say that he saw you?
I need you to trust me when I tell you that I cannot explain that to you right now.
You can't or you won't.
Man, you really lost it. Pretty soon you're gonna be seeing aliens.
It's another thing you and Delgado have in common. You both lie about everything.
Man, I've told you everything you need to know.
Well, why don't you tell me why both you and Delgado have a picture of you with your old face hidden away somewhere?
You know me, John. I'm a sentimental guy. As for Delgado, I'm sure he's just digging up dirt on me. As you know, there's plenty to go around.
There's more to it than that.
No, there isn't. The guy hates me because I married his sister, so bang, that's it. There's nothing more to it. What the hell are you doing?
Maybe. It's too bad they hung up. Unknown caller. You seem to be getting a lot of those.
Yeah, my friends like their privacy.
Taya told me that you were getting a lot of strange phone calls before you were shot. You want to talk about that?
Okay, Marty, I am sorry. I did not mean to hurt your feelings at the police station.
No, of course not. No, the only person's feelings you care about are your own.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call John. We're gonna call John. Okay, I can call you a cab.
You're making a fool out of yourself. I tried to warn you, and you're not listening.
I'm listening to you now, Marty. I am listening to you.
You do not know John like I do. You do not. John and I, we created a baby together, so if anyone is gonna make dinner with him, it's me. I mean, look at this, artichokes. Artichoke. John he hates artichokes. You're gonna make him artichokes. It's unbelievable. You're gonna make him eat the artichokes.
No, I'm not gonna make
and
them.
Steak, oh my God, really? Did you find the most expensive steak in all of land? You're gonna buy him his affections? Oh, here's a good one. This is a good one. Ooh la la. Yes, very fancy beer. You really think this is what John's gonna drink? Woo! You are laughable.
Marty, calm down. You are right. I am just gonna go ahead and get out of
What
here.
you doing? What you doing? What you doing? You think you're gonna use that? You think you're gonna use that to get rid of me? Think again, baby. You are going to regret that.
She was just laying into me about messing with your family. Or her family, as she put it. Right, Aubrey? She told me to stop. I refused, so she's cutting me loose.
Is that true, Aubrey?
She's in shock. She had no idea I was after your money, using her to get at it. Sorry we couldn't see eye to eye about this, sis. Of course, this doesn't change a thing about Tess. She's still my wife, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. We'll see. You ever want to see Tess again so you guys can try and get Jessica back? You tell your father that his first offer better have a long line of zeros after it. Otherwise, it isn't gonna happen.
You know what? Just get the hell out of my house, you son of a bitch.
No problem. Sorry I couldn't be the brother you wanted me to be.
Well, I guess your brother showed his true colors.
I had no idea he could be so ruthless.
So you really had no idea what your brother was up to the entire time he was here?
I've had enough. I'm taking you in.
Go ahead, but this idiot plan of yours is never gonna bring Jessica back.
We'll see.
She doesn't want to come back because of you and your baby mama. Why would she want to watch you play house with her sister? This is your fault. You're the one to blame.
That's not why Jessica hasn't come back. She hasn't come back because of you. You keep saying she's not in there? I know she is. Now, Jessica, do you hear me?
Sorry, Jessica's not home right now.
Jessica, you are the only woman I love. And I want you back now.
What the hell are you doing?
What I should have done a long time ago.
I know what I have to do. Because from now on, I have to start telling the truth. And the truth is, you're not Brody's. I know. You're John's. And we're just gonna have to find a way to explain that to Brody. You know, it's not gonna be easy, but we'll just find a way. Okay, look, right now we've gotta go tell your daddy. Go tell your daddy the truth.
All those calls are from informants.
Informants?
Yes, I'm quite certain you've heard the term before, Lieutenant. I run a newspaper, and so I hire a certain element who provide me with stories. And no, you're not going to get their names.
Come on, John, pick up.
Is it an unknown caller, John? Who knows, maybe it's the guy who shot me.
That's all I can say right now about Todd seeing me in the window.
That's all? That's all? Wow, you know what? You're asking way too much. You want me to trust you. Well, let me tell you something, Tomas. That goes both ways. You can't just talk in circles and then expect me to take you at your word.
I meant what I said before. You walk away if that's what you need to do.
Are you saying that you want me to go?
Are you done asking me questions? Because I'm starting to feel another coma coming on.
Joke all you want, Manning. It's your blood. If you don't want to see Delgado walk, you'll start cooperating.
Okay, Liam. Since your daddy didn't answer, you're gonna go tell him in person. We are gonna go tell him together that you were his. You were mine and his all along.
Put that bottle down right now.
No, I have to defend myself. You're dangerous.
I don't want anyone to get hurt. Do you understand?
I don't believe that. I know your family history. I know your mother, your aunt, they're pathological. It's textbook. A genetic link to a whole range of mental illnesses. Schizophrenia, borderline personality. I know what you're capable of. I could write a book, and I'm not gonna let you hurt me.
What the hell are you doing? Do you really think you can get Jessica to come back by forcing yourself on me?
You got a better idea?
Yeah, try giving up.
I've seen you marry two lowlifes who'd rather take advantage of a sick woman than get her the help she needs.
I'm the help Jessica
When
needs.
Jessica lost her memory, everyone told me not to push it to make it come back, so I waited. But this time, my guts keep telling me that that's not gonna work. So when you ran off with that sleaze cutter, I confronted you, and it worked. Taking action is what brought Jessica back, so now it's time to take action again.
What are you doing?
Jessica, I know how angry you are and how devastated you are by what happened between me and Natalie. But I love you and only you. Jessica.
All right, Tess, you want to... Get your hands off of my wife.
Joey, I had no idea that my brother was doing any of this. I was just as shocked as you are.
You are.
Yes, I mean, of course I knew that Cutter has his flaws, but I didn't know he was capable of doing something like this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so ashamed of my brother. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. You believe me, don't you?
Of course I believe you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. It's just been so upsetting. Oh, here, I'll go this time.
Okay.
Thank you for believing in me.
Except that I don't.
The hell, you leave her alone. She's not Tess. She's Jessica. I could tell when I kissed her.
Tess, stay with me.
Jessica, fight off, Jessica. I love you.
Fight her
and
off.
I know
Stick
you love
with
me
the plan.
too. And we had a moment just then. I know we did. And Bree and Ryder need you, and I need you.
Tess, stay here.
Jessica, come back,
Stay
please.
here.
Where the hell am I?
Jess. Tess.
Neither. I'm Wes.
Marty! Put the bottle down. Put the bottle down. I will leave you.
I don't trust you. You already tried to take John away from me. I have to stop you.
Stop it. Stop it. You stop it right now.
Back up!
Stop it! You are stopping it! Get up! Stop it!
But ever since I found your picture, I've felt something for you. No, I don't want you to go. But if you're looking for a concrete reason, some kind of physical proof that I'm telling the truth, I can't do that right now.
Okay. Well. I need more
than you can give me right now. And I can operate on blind faith. Not anymore. Guard.
You can keep that. If it rings any bells, you got my number.
John, it's Natalie. It's urgent. I need to see you right away. Hey, Liam. This is it, honey. I'm gonna tell John that he's your daddy.